but I'm starting to actually feel better. So during a lot of my BU cooking videos, I have a lot of people coming to me in world and they're saying that they actually want to get into farming. So I was like, eesh, I don't really farm, but okay. And now that the farmers are drastically increasing the prices of vegetables, which is odd to me because water is basically free and most of the seed packets are like 100 linden. They're charging like, some girl tried to charge 250 for a serving of 5. Sis, you got me messed up. So with that being said, I have gotten into farming. I already was working on farming as my secondary profession because when it comes to culinary arts, of course you need fruits and vegetables, so it only makes sense to have farming as a secondary. But I haven't really gotten into it the way I should. But with my new quarter sim, I put my greenhouse out and my plots and all that good stuff so I can show y'all getting into farming. So as far as farmer basics, right? What are the things you need? So if you look up against this wall, you have planting soil, right? This says one plot planting soil. This is usually used for trees. And as you can see, it says interacting farming experience, digging, weeding, planting, harvesting crops to be used in the BU system, which you can in turn use for cooking and crafting, right? So you get one plot. If you're trying to be a farmer, you probably shouldn't be buying one plot, but typically we only use these for trees, and it's only 50 linden. Or you can buy the BU 4 plot planting soil, and by plots, that means that's the number of plants you can plant there. So if it's 4 plots, then you can use up to 4 plants, aka plant 4 seeds. If it's 5 plots, then you can use 5 plants, aka 5 seeds. So you see that they have the 1 plot, the 4 plot. Now if you look at the difference, you're probably like, I see 2 side by side and both of them say 4. This is the planting soil, and as you can see, you can put it in the actual ground versus the garden soil. You could kind of just stick that anywhere, like in front of your house, because it's in a wooden box, right? So more aesthetically pleasing. If you don't have an actual farm, you can get the box, but I've used both and I have both. And you can get the starter plat pack. So this should have everything you need for the most part, which I recommend if you're not too savvy in BU or have someone around you who can help you. And in the 4 plot starter pack, it includes a 4 plot row with reusable shovels, plows, water cans, and access lists. All of this comes into the plot anyway. Like you sit on a plot to plant a seed, you have to use a shovel, you have to use plows, all of that comes in there. So that's a given. And then you get a water bucket to load 25 water uses. So of course, to sow seeds, you need what? Water. So this one comes with 25 uses of BU water. And then you get a crop compost manager to manage and deliver harvested crops, and 5-pack BU spinach seeds. So this comes basically with seeds, water, plot, and a compost bin. The compost bin, this thing right here, this is what you harvest your stuff with. So once you plant your seed, it grows and you dig out the plant. It's now into your assets. In order to be able to use or sell those plants, you have to harvest it from your compost bin. This bin also creates compost for expired items, which you can later use to fertilize your seeds. Like me, I have a bunch of fertilizers. So the way seeds grow, they grow in stages. It goes up to 5 stages. And depending on what season you're in and what seeds you're planting will determine how long it takes for your stuff to grow. So what the fertilizer does, if you have 100% fertilizer, it automatically bumps your seed up a stage when you res it. But we can do that another video for another day. We just going over the basics. So I recommend buying the 4 plot or 5 plot starter pack if you don't already. Again, it comes with planting soil, which is this thing here. You get 4 plots so you can plant 4 seeds. It comes with 4 water uses because you do need water to grow your seeds. And then it comes with a compost bin because once you've grown it and sown it and you pull it out, you got to harvest it. Now, another option. Whoa, how did I get over here? Another option for water is to get yourself a well or a water hose. So The well is 150 linden, and it'll give you 25 uses of water. The hose, on the other hand, is a little bit cheaper. It's only 100 linden, but it also only gives you 15. So for 50 linden more, you can get 10 more water uses. I don't know about y'all, but I'm probably gonna go with the well. But I get it for aesthetics. If you trying to do, no, I just want it to look like a house farm, and I don't want a well. Then you get a water hose, and it looks basic because most homes, RL of course, have water hoses on the side of the house. So you can do that. And the way it works is you buy these items for the one-time fee of 150 or 100 linden, but every day you have to go pull it, of course, but every day each thing will generate water, and you go and you collect your water, and then the timer resets and it'll generate another either 25 or 15 servings of water. So if you decide not to buy the starter pack, these are the things you can buy separately. Another thing is the Rejuvenizer soil fertilizer. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have this, but I've never used it for anything. So if anybody else knows of a use for the Rejuvenizer soil fertilizer, let me know down below. And then you have the Beehive. So the Beehive actually makes honey. I'm gonna show y'all my Beehive in my greenhouse. You do not need it to be a farmer. I just think it's cool to have. It's live interactive bees, and it does make you honey that you can use in the Beyou system. So now that we talked about the plots, we talked about water, we talked about the compost bin, here are some greenhouses. Say you want to be a farmer, but you don't necessarily have a farm. Here's a way you can still have your home look like a home, but plant a lot of plants. So go ahead and grab you a greenhouse. Now you can change the size and the texture of the greenhouse, because BU loves to give you a bunch of HUDs, and you just res it at your house. I have both of them actually. I have the scenic greenhouse, which is a much smaller, almost looks like a tool shed one, and then I have the sunset greenhouse. That's the one I'm operating from right now. So you'll see that I've actually modified my greenhouse by adding doors and windows and a ground, because I just been in SO a long time, so I be extra all the time. Anyway, y'all, so they're the basics. To be a BU farmer, you need a plot. You need plots, you need seeds, you need water, you need a compost bin. Another thing, if you decide to get the BU well, you don't have to use it, but I recommend the rain stick. So your well will dry out, and BU gives you the option of digging out the well, which takes a long time and uses a lot of your stats. Or you can use the rain stick to do a good old Native American rain dance, and it'll re-wet. I guess, I don't know if that's the term I want to look for. It'll re-wet your well. So I buy rain sticks. These are the other compost bins that you can have indoors. Some of these, I want to say, come with they're only 50 linden, so it's not bad. But they come with the kitchen furniture that you buy, so I have most of these already. I don't think you need them. So okay, remember on the other side when I said some are one plots and some are fruit tree soil? So be careful, because if you haven't noticed, the one plot planting soil looks exactly like the fruit tree soil. So these are used to plant actual fruit trees. When you buy your fruit tree seeds, you will automatically get these for free. So do not come and buy them thinking you need them. Whenever you buy fruit trees, they actually come with the tree soil. Unlike the other seeds, they don't come with the plot soil. So if you're mass producing water, right, which if you're a beginner, you probably don't need it, but if you're mass producing water, you want to go ahead and grab you a water tower, because you can only store up to 2,500 uses of water. And you probably don't think that's a lot, but if you're like me and say you got, I think I have 9 wells, you get to 2,500 real quick. So you may want to get you a water tower, but it might not even be necessary. Say you got like 1 or 2 wells, and you're probably good. You come over to the other side, which I have these 2. These are for if you want to grow herbs. You cannot grow herbs in the same regular soil that you grow vegetables in. They have to be grown in a herbal planting box. So you can buy the set, which comes with the table and the box, or you can buy the 4-plot box itself, and it operates just like the 4-plot soil, to where you can plant up to 4 herbal seeds. Now they are not interchangeable. You cannot go plant herbal seeds in a garden soil, and you can, or in a plot soil or garden soil, nor can you come plant regular seeds in a herbal box. Herbal box are for herbs, garden soil is for regular seeds. And then this is the stone planter, which it's basically the same concept, it's just a different type of box. At that point, you're just paying for aesthetics. So to get the 4-plot stone planter, it's $150. I might get one because I don't think I have this one. It's $150. And to get the planter box, it's $150. Or you can get the set, which is $3.99, where it comes with this table. That's the difference. You get a box and a table. And then for the stone planter, it's the same price. Yep, $3.99, where it comes with this and the table. So don't be fooled by this picture. You are only paying for this box for the $150. But if you pay the $3.99, you get this whole set. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. The table is cool for aesthetics and whatnot, but I mean, it's alright. Then you have a dehydrator. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's a basic farmer's course. But this is the herb dehydrator. So this is how they use things for, like, I want to say prescriptions and recipes. That's exactly how it sounds. It dehydrates your herbs. I also have one of these. So what will happen is once you make your herbs and they grow and you dig them out, you're going to come to your handy dandy. Where do we get our stuff from, y'all? Say it together. The compost bin. Not this thing right here. I don't know why I can't get my camera to cooperate tonight. But you're going to go to the compost bin and pull out your herbs by clicking the harvest button. And once you click the harvest asset button, it'll take you to whatever you have that can be harvested. And then that's where you grab your herbs. And if it's something that needs to be dehydrated, like say the prescription or the recipe calls for the dehydrated herbs, you will use the dehydrator. Again, I have one and I will show y'all what it looks like when I get home. Now, if you're going to be a farmer, like a old McDonald had a farmer, you may want to get this excavator, right? It's compatible with BU ingredients. You may find raw elements or garbage. So this lets you dig into like BU ground, aka your farmland, and it'll let you dig up stuff that you can use. So I don't know if y'all remember for my Mariposa plant when I was like digging up, what did I dig up? When I dug up the plant, when I was digging up shovels, when I was digging up all sorts of stuff, you can do the same thing with an excavator, except you don't have to be on like BU land. You can dig it up on your own. Now, I will tell you, you must be LEP 15, and by LEP meaning your overall BU level needs to be 15, not your profession level. Your BU level has to be 15 before you can use the excavator. Another thing, when it comes to planting trees, if you want to pick the fruits, you have to be at LEP level 15. Now, you can have someone pick it for you and it'll get sent to you as long as they're LEP level 15. So real quick, we already said you need the plots. You need the soil. Oh yeah, the soil is the plots. You need the plots. You need the water. Now we're going to talk about the seeds. So for the crafters, they tend to use these flower seeds to make colors for paints and all that other stuff. If you're not into crafting, unless you're just trying to sell the seeds to crafters, you don't really need flower seeds. I mean, they're pretty, so you can use them for that. And then remember when I was telling you what's in season? So first, let's look at the herbs. Remember what I told you? Herbs require the herbal planter boxes. BU done stepped up because this was not like this before. You had to go from one side to the other. Now, as you can see, they put them right up here. It was not like that before. These signs were not as detailed. It was not as organized. So shout out to them for upgrading because the rest of us had to figure it out. But anyway, so these are your herbs. These can be used in cures as far as with the doctors and the pharmacists go, or they could be used in foods. Like for example, you have parsley, cilantro, you have basil. You see, you can cook with these or you can use them for medicinal purposes. Now, herbs are a little more expensive than basic seeds. Like if you look, a pack of herb seeds is like 700 L's. That's how it always is. And I think, is this for 5? I want to say this is for 5 seeds. So they sell them in 1, 5, and 25. So if you want 1 seed, oh no, that's 25. So the 25 seeds is 3,500 L's. The 5 pack is 700 L's. And then if you just want 1 seed, it is 175 L's. So yeah, herbs ain't never been no joke. So if they selling herbs for a pretty serious price, you can see why. Again, to pick the fruit from your fruit trees, you have to be LEP level 15. And we get into the seeds. Again, they're sold by seasons, will determine how fast they grow. So if I buy anything from the fall seed section during the winter season, it's going to take a little bit longer to grow. But if I grow it in fall, it grows a lot faster. Listen, that's just like farming for real. It's harder to grow stuff that's not in season because the season usually the weather usually aligns with the season, which is why it's easier to grow certain things versus the other. So let's see, these fall seeds, what was I looking for? I wonder if they're over here. For example, let's do cabbage. You can get a 5 pack of seeds for 100 linden. Yet you got farmers out here selling cabbage $2.50 for whatever. But there you go. You can get seeds for 100 linden. Let's see what's in season for fall. You got asparagus, barley, ryegrass, pear, broccoli, cabbage, wheat, blackberries, celery, collard greens, autumn squash, dingleberries, oats, apples, red cabbage, blueberries, apples, grapes, pumpkins. These are the Halloween ones. So the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin seeds, brown rice, pumpkin, spinach, Honeycrisp apples, and sticky rice. Now, the gag is, be mindful what you pick because these are actually tree seeds. So you see the difference in the packing, and the oats is just this yellow one, but for the tree seeds, they're green and it says tree on top. So if you are not LEP level 15 and you grab these tree seeds and you grow them, you will not be able to pick them. You will have to have somebody pick them for you, and that person has to be LEP level 15. If all else fails, y'all, I'm LEP level 15. Just TP me and I'll hold you down. So then you got summer stuff, which you'll see garlic, green beans, snozzleberries, cantaloupe, mangoes, which is a tree seed. And it's not labeled on the pack, but I'm telling you that the mango is a tree seed. So if you're not LEP level 15, you're going to have to make sure you get you somebody who is. Grapefruit is a tree seed. Avocado is a tree seed. Orange is a tree seed. I think that's the only tree seeds over here, except kiwi, I think, is also a tree seed. So again, y'all see that it's only 100 linden for the 5 pack, 500 linden for the 25 pack, and 75 linden for the 1 pack. Still out of season. Then you have the spring seeds. And we got cotton, eggplant, lettuce. I need to give me some more lettuce. Green bell peppers, tomatoes, tobacco, rice, all that good stuff. Coffee seeds. So same thing, 100 linden for 1 seed, or for 5 seeds, 75 for 1 seed, 500 for 25 seeds. Y'all see a trend here? I definitely do. Now we into winter. That's actually current season stuff. We got artichokes, carrots, grapes, arborio rice, I hope I don't say that wrong, cauliflower, onions, grapes, potatoes, peas, soybeans. With soybeans, you can actually make soybean oil. So if you're a chef, growing soybeans will actually come in handy, which I'm about to buy some. Boop. Because you can make your own soybean oil. Same thing with sunflower. I believe we can make sunflower oil, which you use to cook with. So as a chef, I try to grow stuff that I typically end up cooking with. And that's that, y'all. So we're going to head back to the house so that I can show you how I plant seeds real quick. All right, so let me head outside. Sorry, y'all, I definitely dropped the mic. Dropped the mic on my keyboard. Sweet Jesus, stop it. All right, and I have not finished decorating the house. I know y'all probably like, women, will you hurry up? Hey, Cosmic, I still don't feel the greatest, but at this moment, I'm feeling better than I felt in a few days. I feel like it has its highs and lows, right? So I'll be feeling good, and then in like a few hours, I'll be feeling terrible again. But this time, I'm gonna be smart and stay in my bed. That way, I don't exhaust so much energy. So that's my turbine in the back, and then I have a windmill, because that's how I make my own power. Like, y'all, I almost got my own like little whole ecosystem back here. So there's my turbine, which gives me power. See, it's generating power just like my well would. And then there is my windmill that's also generating power. And then this is where I store my excess power, because it's the same thing with the water. You can't have more than 2,500 in your assets, or BU will be like, it's a no. So let's walk over here real quick to my wells. And thank you for asking, Cosmic. How are you? I feel so rude. These are my wells. I have 3, 6, 9, 10, I want to say. Is that 10 wells, y'all? Let me count them. I just tried to eyeball it. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10 wells. Y'all probably like, why don't you line them up? I like them here in bunches. But I got 10 wells, so I'm so I get about 250 servings of water a day. So that's why I have, and then I'm gonna have to get another water tower. I didn't even show y'all my coconut trees. I'll show y'all in a minute. I didn't even show y'all my water towers. I have 2, and both of them are full. So I'm gonna have to get 2 more water towers so that I can store my water, or I'm gonna have to start selling it or something. So real quick before I go in, this is the greenhouse that y'all saw at the store. This is the sunset one. Now, I did have a whole winter theme going from when it started snowing and everything. So I created windows, if you can't tell, and put them in my greenhouse. And I also installed doors because I wanted to be able to grow stuff during the winter months. Yes, I get very much into my role play. So I installed some doors, which were very cheap. And I installed some windows, which were free because I already had the textures. So I just put them into my greenhouse. So my greenhouse has windows, because this was just open spaces. And I'll show y'all what I mean. So these are the windows I made. Boop. Where's the arrows at? Because I'm not getting ready to mess this up. Y'all know how much trouble I have aligning them. So these are my windows. See? I'm moving them so y'all can see that I installed these. They're not part of the greenhouse. So yeah, those are the windows I created. It took me time. I had to go around and build and align all these windows. It was nerve-wracking. And then these are my oil presses, but we're not going to get into those today. So I already have stuff being planted. What is this? Y'all, I got so much stuff in here. Okay, so I have green beans, onions. Are these my onions? Yeah, I have green beans, onions. Let me change this so I can see. Green beans, onions. I had lettuce, but I just harvested those, and jalapeno plants. But as you can see, I have a bunch of empty plots back here. I even have the garden soil plots. So I used to be a part of a bigger family that does BU, but I kind of left off on my own. I'm like a lone ranger. You good? You started BU? Okay. Well, let me know if you need help. You don't have to just wait on videos. I've had plenty of people hit me InWorld, and I just help them right there. So I don't mind. I actually enjoy BU. So I'm here to help you. If you need it, just hit me up. So here are the garden boxes so that you can see the difference. So you have the regular 5 plotters, because I upgraded to 5 plotters. Originally when I started, they did not have the 5 plotters. Oh, y'all see my bee? They did not have 5 potters when I started, so they upgraded all the 4 plotters to 5 potters for free when it first came out. Excuse me. So you have that, and then I have the garden box, so you can see the difference. I normally keep that one in front of the house, but I stuck it in the greenhouse. Anywho, here is my beehive. I currently have over 3,000 bees. They're eating from 19 plants, so the bees pollinate the plants, but it'll only pollinate them if they're over, if they, what is it, like 30% water or something like that. So, and I have 18.83% honey. So I just want to show y'all me planting real quick. What seeds am I going to use? I just bought some seeds, right? So I'll use that so y'all can see it from start to finish, because I still have some seeds. Let's do sunflower seeds. So the way it's going to work is you go to your inventory, you're going to res your seeds. Excuse me. Notice it comes out in this barrel. And now the barrel's disappeared and it's handed me a seed packet. That's because the seeds have been added to my assets. So with that, you're going to, let me get off so y'all can see again. You right click, sit here on your actual plot. You're going to click it, and you click whatever plot you want. Now there may be times where maybe you harvested a plant quickly, because it's all based on timing, and so you got an open space. So you may not start with plot 1, but today we're starting with plot 1. Okay, so what happens when you click plot 1? There's a shovel that gets generated. Remember when I told y'all when it was on the box, like, oh, it gives you a shovel and a plow, and I was like, those are default things in the plot. They're not extra. But here's the shovel. You just click it, and then you start digging from there, because you have to prepare the soil to plant your seed. So are you not level 5, Cosmic? Alright, so once you use the shovel, you'll see the plow comes up. And you're just going to plow the soil. You click it just like you did the shovel. How you below 1? Lord. So once you use the plow, you then have to water the soil. And I'll zoom out so you can get a better look at what that looks like. And it's just like watering the garden. Sometimes I hum and everything like that. You don't know. Lord. And then once you click that, you should have already had your seed packet attached, which I didn't, but you'll just right click and add it. Now as you can see, it's on my hand, and then you just click it. Boop. And now you're planting your seeds. And once you plant your seeds, you'll see a plant. Look at it, so pretty. Look at my sunflower plant. And as you can see, it tells you I'm at stage 1, 0% water, and I have 23 hours and 59 minutes to move to the next stage. So I won't move to the next stage for another day. This tells you the water level for the plot. You want to keep it at 75%. If you try to go over too much, it'll just throw your water back out until you get back down to 75%, because it doesn't want you to overwater the seed. Now I'm just going to move on and do a second one, maybe not as slow as the first one. So I click the plot, I click shovel, and then the plow is going to come up. I'm going to click the plow, and then the water is going to come up. I'm going to click the water, and then I'm going to click my seeds. So there's the plow. And then there's the water. And you'll notice that each time you use the water can, it'll increase the moisture level of the soil. And then I'm going to click my seeds again. And then I'll just continue to do that until I'm done. So let me finish this out real quick so I can show y'all my coconut tree. It says on the website it's low, but the greenhouse would be good for me. Your AV house is mainland snow. Oh, okay. All right, all right. And then we're going to do water. And then boom, I'm going to click my seeds. So while I plant my seeds, I'm going to zoom over real quick to my coconut tree, because I feel like my feeling okay is running its course. I'm going to have to lay back down, but I wanted y'all to see my coconut tree. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm 42% of stage 2. I'll reach stage 3 in 13 hours. But here's what it looks like as time progresses. Jesus, let me be great. As time progresses, it develops in looks. It first started out as just a leaf with a coconut in it. And now that it's halfway through stage 2, it's looking more and more like a tree. Cute, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to plant another coconut tree for y'all so y'all can see it. Coconut tree. So, there's my enchanted tree. So I'm going to open up my tree soil, because that's how it comes with the seed packet and the boxed tree soil. And I'm just going to put my fruit tree soil out. See it starting at moisture level 0. And then my seed packet, I'm going to just attach that to my hand. Just because I'm trying to hurry up. Because it doesn't sound like I got much life in me. Oh, Lord. So I come and I sit on my tree just like I do my other plots. And it's just only one plot, so you pick plot 1. And then let's see. Let's try this again. So you pick plot 1. Oh, I'm waiting for my shovel to show up. What's going on? Oh, it's an old soil. So now I gotta get a new one. Don't worry, when it tells you it's an old soil, you just click update and it'll phase out this soil and send you a new one. We just really not gonna listen today, huh? Updated, Joker. Now. I need for Beyou to cooperate. I don't got a lot of time. Before I throw another coughing fit. Okay, we're gonna take this up because we don't have time for the shenanigans with Beyou. So let's open a new soil. Hopefully this is more updated, because now I'm gonna have to put in a trouble ticket for that one, and I'm not in the mood right now. And it's good that these things happen on camera so y'all can see, hey, sometimes there are hiccups. Let's try this one. Nope, it says this one's out of date too. This is annoying. Let's see if this one works. The way it's supposed to work is when you pick one that's out of date, you're supposed to be able to say updated, and then it's like, okay, and then it's supposed to send you a new one, but apparently it's not working today. Let's try this one. My sister gave me this one. Ugh, come on with these updated soils. Auto update failed. Goodbye, Beyou. Y'all really stressing me out today. Let's try this one, y'all. Beyou, we gonna cooperate today or no? What you mean? Is this one old too? Okay, so this one's good. Finally found a good soil. So I've attached my coconut packet to my hand. I'm gonna hit plot 1, and there's the plow, or the shovel, sorry. Move this little shiny thing over. Alright, and there's the plow. And then there's my water. Hey everybody that came in. I did a video on farming where I went over the basic stuff that you're gonna need. I even showed you all how to plant seeds, and I'm just finishing up by planting a tree. Remember to grow, you can grow a tree, you can plant it, you can grow it, but to pick the fruit, you have to be LEP level 15. And once my coconuts grow all the way out, I got like 3 more days or 2.5 more days, I'll show y'all me picking from the tree. So this is how the coconut tree starts out. Isn't that so cute? So this is level 1, stage 0 for my little coconut tree. And then this is basically stage 2.5. It ends up looking like this. Isn't that pretty, y'all? They put a lot of work into these textures and whatnot. But that's all I wanted. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you have any questions about farming, go ahead and hit me InWorld, because I've probably done most of it. And if I haven't, I know who to talk to get you the information. I love y'all for free. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go silently die in my bed right now. All right, y'all. Mwah.